anniversary.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 13th Annual Emmy Series Awards. Tonight, we will celebrate and honor the Best Produced Series of 2022, which means all of you. So start off by giving yourselves a huge round of applause. Unfortunately, Patrika has had a bit of a snafu backstage, so I will be the host of the show this evening.
Excuse me! I'm sorry that I was a little bit late, but what the hell is this going on? I don't understand this moment. I don't understand.
Look, there's no mistakes here. The only mistake is that I made not showing off how stunning you look tonight and telling everybody that radiant, glowing,
Whoa, stop trying to distract me. I don't need any help. Now, where was I?
Okay, I was just telling all these lovely people how exciting it is to be back here for the 13th Annual Indie Series Awards.
13? Maybe that explains it.
Explains what now?
That little snafu I had backstage. I mean, I was coming down here like this, and then all of a sudden I was in a dark room. I didn't understand it. And then I went over to the other side, and then I went, that Paul, he is trying to hurt me. And then I went, no, Paul would never do that.
That is not the case. That is not the case. We go way back. Way back.
I know.
But I mean, thank goodness I've been announcing for so many years, because it was sort of just a natural transition for me to take over as host when you didn't hit your mark.
Oh, look, honey bun. I may be a few years older than you, but I still got it going on. So, why don't you? Thank you so much. Thank you. Why don't you take your pretty little face, your sexy announcer voice, and that well-dressed ass back behind the curtain where you belong? Shall we try this again?
And now, your host for the 13th Annual Indie Series Awards, Primetime Emmy winner, and two-time ISA Award winner, Patrika Darbo!
Ladies and gentlemen, just so you know, we are here to honor you. All you creative souls who said, I'm not going to whine about shit, I'm not going to wait for people, I'm going to create my own shit. And you did. Here you are at the 13th Indie Series Awards. Give yourself another round of applause. Show, because of all that COVID BS that we had to go through, we have decided to add, get ready, a new category. This year we are honoring audio fiction series. Just so you know, when I was growing up it was called radio. Anyway, on the other note though, I am for hire for all of you. And Anthony, I'll be waiting for your call from DC as soon as this is over. Anyway, all you audio fiction people, please stand up so everyone can see you and acknowledge your presence in this group. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God, they just talk and look how beautiful they are. I think we drank heavy. Anyway, so, listen, next year, we're also doing something extra special. You are gonna die. It is so good. They should never tell me secrets because I can't.
Patrika, zip it.
It is so good. You're gonna just love it now. So, all right. Before I go any further, you need to officially meet the voice of the Indie Series Awards, Mr. Paul Nigro, my bestest friend. Our Ambassador Trophy presenter will be Miss Emma Demergian. She is also a very talented young actress that's available for hire. Anyway, let's get this show on the road, shall we?
Let's do it.
Our first two presenters for the evening are two-time Indie Series winner, Miss Kira Reed Lorsch, and two-time Indie Series nominee, Mr. Eric Lutz.
Hi guys! I am so excited for this year's Indie Series Awards. We have so many new shows and fresh faces.
We really do have a ton of new shows, a ton of fresh faces. I'd love to see it. But first of all, I want to congratulate you on your wins last year for Rumors, including Best Supporting Actress in Drama.
For your show this year, status updates, and you, of course, were Best Lead Actor Comedy.
Appreciate it. So, in the spirit of having fun and keeping things moving along, let's get right to it. The nominees for Best Supporting Actor in a Comedy are
Philip Bolden, Millennials.
Bernie's, a local black-owned restaurant that is constantly struggling to keep its doors open in the hood. Teaching those kids at St. Percy's Hospital sure was tiring, but darn, was it ever fulfilling.
Brandon George, Fett.
Look, things have been kind of tough since my brother, you know, and...
Drop you off at a meeting or something.
You don't drink.
Oh my God.
Shit.
Hey,
I am so sorry.
We have to do something about this.
No, listen, I got it under control.
Keegan Harry, best interests, better intentions.
I'm Ollie.
Frankie.
Oh, I adore that name. Thanks. Also, I'm a part of 26 different clubs here on campus, so if you have any questions about anything, odds are I'm your guy.
Jordan Moore, Chill Girl.
I want to hold you forever, darling. I want to hold you until my dying day.
It feels as though we were meant to be.
It's so cool that you don't care about mushy dates and the gross romance. It's messy and boring with other. The girls pale in comparison to your beauty.
Taylor Olson, King and Pawn.
Approximate retail value between $2,013 and $52,013.
Damn, that put us in the black.
Yeah.
Whoa, wait. Why the insane difference in price?
Everything in here is pretty much standard middle-class dad junk. The only thing I can't place with absolute certainty is this. This could be a figurative holy grail. The literal one's in the lost city of Alberta, bro.
And the winner for Best Supporting Actor Comedy is... The Indie Series Award goes to Philip Bolden, Millennials.
This is Philip Bolden's first Indie Series Award.
Come on down.
Hey guys, so I'm not Philip, but I created this show, yeah, thanks. And what's funny is I actually grew up auditioning against Philip, so to be able to have him come and kill that role, Travis, was great. So thank you, Indie Series, and hope to see you again next year.
All right, everybody. Let's give him another round of applause real quick. So we have all heard the term fix it in post. I know some of you hate it, some of you love it. As an actor, it happens, you know? It's one of those things, but we do know that an editor can make or break a project.
And the Magicians nominated for their final cut tonight are...
Detention Adventure. Fairy Tale Fallout. The Rapscallion Agency. Studio City. We're Alive. Descendants. The White Vault.
All right, everybody. Let's see, you ready for this? And the Indie Series Award goes to Detention Adventure, Mike Lobel and Joe Kissick.
This is the first win in this category for Mike Lobel and Joe Kissick.
Accepting this award on behalf of Mike and Joe. I'm sure they would want me to say that they are very appreciative and thankful for this award. Thank you.
To present our first Best Comedy nominees, please welcome to the stage Allie Johnson and ISA winner Adam Henry Garcia.
Frankie and B host the hottest open mic in town. But when Frankie starts to want something different in life, she must grapple to come to terms with finding her own self-worth outside of her codependent relationship with B. Produced and created by an all-female and non-binary creative team, this is Best Interest, Better Intentions.
We're here on a very special night.
Oh, it is indeed, folks. Do you wanna?
So you can't keep my jacket, I'm keeping myself warm.
Baby.
I'm sure you can hack it without me anymore. It's alright, it's okay. It's alright. It's
Finally!
Happily ever after are 3 words that many of us have probably heard our entire lives. We also know that happily ever after is definitely not for everyone. No truer is that than for these 5 main characters in the next Best Comedy nominee. These typically fairy tale adjacent characters are taking center stage, and they're pissed. And they have a lot to say. This show is called Fairy Tale Fallout.
You all know the story. Fairy tales.
Fairy tales. Fairy tales.
Freedom fairy tales. If you're not the main event in a fairy tale, then you don't matter. It's a real drag. But what happens in the background of Happily Ever After? Often the fairy dust is reserved for a select few, while the rest of these so-called unimportant people are left to fend for themselves. These are but 5 of their stories.
And now, please welcome ISA winners Anthony Anderson and Lauren B. Martin.
Good evening, everyone. We are super blessed to be here and to see you all again. We lost a legend this week and a friend, and we wanted to give a mention to the Grande Dame, Miss Elizabeth Hubbard. Elizabeth was just a consummate actor, a professional in everything that she did, a mother, a friend. She loved words, she loved her craft. We definitely want to give our love to her son, to our sister Martha Byrne, who looked at her as kind of a bonus mom. And any of you that got the chance to be in the same room with Elizabeth, you were immediately transported. I think we're all better because we got to know her.
And I have to say, personally, from a personal experience, I was completely honored that her very last filmed appearance was on Anacostia. So rest in peace, Miss Hubbard. We will definitely miss you.
Indeed.
So, on to the business at hand today. Someone's about to win a beautiful trophy. So, these are this year's nominees for Best Cinematography.
Best Interests, Better Intentions. Chateau Laurier. Detention Adventure. Fairy Tale Fallout. Geomapping Love. Hotel Sweet Hotel. Studio City.
Okay. By the way, they sealed these really good this year. Like this year, they're sealed really good. And the Indie Series Award goes to Geomapping Love, Bino Jones Ballet.
This is the first win for Geomapping Love.
Unfortunately, Benoit couldn't be here tonight, but we will accept this award on his behalf.
We will put that right there, and they will be so happy. You'll take it. There you go. So happy to take that. So our next category, moving right along, is Best Supporting Actor in a Drama. Yes, exciting stuff.
So when we talk about supporting, some of the things that come up when you look up the words, it's, to lift up, to hold up, to assist, to hold it down. It's like a good pair of Spanx. You know what I mean? And all of the supporting actors in this category have lent their immense talent and have elevated the performances of all of their leading actors as well. Supporting is an important role and never to be underestimated. Let's give a shout out for our best supporting actors in a drama.
Hiroko and Yogu, Complicated.
Question, see, is your wife ghetto or is it just other black men like me? You're seriously gonna come at me with that after all I've done to help you? After everything that you've done for me? Yeah, man, after everything I've done to help you. Well, congratulations, see? The wealthy white man comes through and swoops up the poor ghetto black boy.
Jack Baresh, Treading Yesterday.
And no night would be complete without me adding my 2 cents. As one of the original members of this now decade-long show, I would like to toast to everybody's health and happiness.
Jason Gray, Chateau Laurier.
You've got a lot of pests for a man that can't bat his own wife. A Negro sister along the house.
Her name is Briar. Miss to you.
Emmanuel Kabongo, Chateau Laurier.
Your father borrowed from me against this hotel. This jewel of a building costs so much more than anyone could have ever imagined. Well, when? Anyone but me, of course.
Tristan Rogers, Studio City.
I ever tell you about sunsets over Ayers Rock back in Australia? Ain't that rock? It's like a chunk of gold.
Justin Torkeldsen, Studio City.
Well, he's your boss, Aunt Gloria. I mean, I can't imagine what it would be like to work for somebody like that. Somebody who makes you feel so small, like a lesser person. Like they're not appreciated. Okay.
Wow, incredible work. All amazing. Okay, and the Indie Series Award goes to Tristan Rogers, Studio City.
This is Tristan Rogers' third nomination and first win in this category.
Actors really don't win awards. The people that win awards are the people behind the actors that make them look good, make the cuts good, give them the right lines, dress them up, tell them what to say. Well, not for me, but however. But for the most part, those people, Sean Kanan, Michelle Kanan, Timothy Woodward Jr., and my wonderful wife, Teresa, who is always there, even though sometimes she doesn't want to be. I thank you all. In fact, I can't thank you enough. Any kind of an award at this point in my life is a cherished value. So thank you. Love you big.
And now, to present our first Best Drama nominees, please welcome Michelle Kanan and Kai Morgan.
Well, that was really exciting to follow after a legend, Tristan Rogers. Very well deserved. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight, especially all of our cast and crew. Studio City was a pet project of my husband, and it was really exciting for me to be able to develop it alongside of him and watch his dream come to life. It's semi-autobiographical, more auto than semi. I'll let you who know him judge for yourself. This is Studio City.
Oh, wait, Brian, guess who? Yeah, it's your client, Sam. Where are you?
Just stay. Can we get these scenes really quick? All right, if you can't do these, I gotta go to the demo.
The only thing worse than that pain is the pain I get from you.
Please remind me why I put up with that shit. This is not fair. You don't compare yourself to Tom Cruise. You are Tom Cruise. Well, you act like you're Tom Cruise.
You know, I've built this up in my head for so long. It's weird how it all comes down to this. Just a white envelope.
All right. Wow, there's a lot of sexy people in here. Oh, sorry, okay. Gotta be professional. Writing a series can be difficult when you try to incorporate a lot of different things into it. This next series has elements of drama, sci-fi, and centers around LGBT characters. And my favorite thing about it is that it takes place on a dual timeline. So you've got scenes in modern day and in the 80s. This is Treading Yesterday.
All right, wake up! My husband, he's unconscious. He's not responding.
Christian, I missed you. What's wrong? What day is it?
It's Saturday, December 19th.
I want to enjoy life before I get caught up in the death grip of normalcy.
Whenever you're done with whatever you're doing, come back to us, please.
Where do you think you're going, faggot?
To all those who have come before us, and to all those here.
We're a lot stronger together than alone.
And now from Chill Girl, please welcome to the stage Samantha Cossessa and Max Kleiman.
We're here to present a couple of awards, the first being the award for Best Directing for a Drama Series. And the nominees are
Chateau Laurier, Complicated, Kith and Kin, Studio City.
And the Indie Series Award goes to James Stewart of Chateau Laurier.
This is the first win for Chateau Laurier in this category.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's been a long haul for a lot of us making shows during COVID, and I really appreciate this. I want to thank my co-creators, Emily Whedon and Kent Staines, who also wrote the scripts. And I want to thank my wife who's watching at home, Leanne. Thank you for your support getting us through this. And wow, for all of us who are working our way out of COVID, hopefully it's over and we're all back to work. Thank you, I really appreciate this.
And I am here to present the award for Best Guest Performer in a Drama. The nominees are
Adam Brudnicki, Kith and Kin.
We'll be there, Lily G. Ma'am, before dark. Yeah.
Oh, and don't forget to bring your full package.
Well, we'll bring all the packages.
See you later, Grady. Let's go, Linda.
We'll see you later.
Sean Francis, Complicated.
It's like your company left a little early. Was it something that I said?
Do you always have to be such an ass?
Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm the ass, but you're the one around here breaking rules. But we agreed, no dates inside of the apartment.
Lily Melgar, Studio City.
You've got one job now, and that is to do exactly what I say when I say it. From here on out, everything you say to the press, everything you post in social media, everything you think will be cleared by me.
Fiona Reed, Chateau Laurier.
I mean to marry her.
Impossible.
Why, ma'am? Because I'm...
No, no.
Because I'm Catholic?
Oh, dear boy. That's the very least of your worries.
And the Indie Series Award goes to Lily Melgar, Studio City.
This is the second ISA for Lily Melgar and the first in this category.
So excited. This is such a special win for me because it's more of a personal win. I've been doing this a very long time. And I had never shot an entire scene that was 100% improv. But the uber talented Sean Kanan put me in the position and told me that I could. And I was so scared. Like, so scared. But to get to move through that degree of fear and to find that on the other side of it was magic, that's the real gift. So thank you, Sean Kanan, for thinking I could, for pushing me to be a better actress. Thank you, Michelle Kanan, for calling me up and inviting me to play in your creative playground. And as amazing as it is to be recognized and acknowledged for our work, the real win is to get to do what we love. And an even bigger win is to get to do it with the people you love. And I love you, Studio City fam! Thank you, Indie Series Awards.
Please welcome to the stage ISA nominees Krista Hosepian and Jason Gray.
Good evening. As someone who has dedicated her career to acting and then content creating, it is my distinct honor to be presenting the award for Best Directing Comedy. And the nominees are...
Daddy's Divas, Detention Adventure, Fairy Tale Fallout, King and Pawn, Status Updates.
And the Indie Series Award goes to, if I can open this, Detention Adventure, Joki Tech.
This is the first nomination and win in this category for Detention Adventure.
Joe is extremely talented producer, director, and writer, and it's my pleasure to accept this on his behalf. Thank you.
I have the privilege of presenting the award for Best Writing for Audio Fiction, and seeing Krista struggle, I already opened it, so I know. So the nominees for Best Writing for Audio Fiction are...
Around the Sun, The Heron, The Rapscallion Agency, We're Alive, Descendants.
And the winner is, the Indie Series Award goes to the Rapscallion Agency, Christoph Laputka.
This is the first nomination and win for the Rapscallion Agency.
Thank you all so much for this great honor. Thank you to Indie Series for recognizing audio fiction, and it's so great to be in this community of other storytellers, other creators. It's really exciting. I want to thank my incredible cast that came with me on an adventure to take you to the cities of Paris just using sound. We just look forward to creating more audio fiction and having everybody put their headphones on and be taken someplace else. Thank you very much for this award.
To introduce the next Best Comedy nominees, here are Dee Freeman and Michael Taylor Gray.
All right. Two longtime friends fight to keep their local production studio afloat with public rentals. The new clientele includes startups, strangely affectionate salesmen, and shifty magicians. Along with a small but mighty crew, they scratch and claw their way toward their dreams of success and try to keep their clients from breaking them. This is Hot Set.
When you come into this studio,
you're gonna feel the love.
Dude, your name isn't even Joe.
You bastard! You're gonna feel like a warm hug. And we have gotten paid sometimes. We're waiting on like 4 accounts right now.
I think 5.
It's okay.
It's fine.
You know, we're not doing this.
Can we, like...
When a lovable loser inherits his estranged father's pawn shop, he's forced to contend with a screwball staff, an assortment of eccentric customers, and an ever-growing list of problems as he attempts to turn a profit. This is King and Pawn.
We wanted to wake you and stuff, but you look too angelic.
Adorable and squishy.
Like a little cherub.
We come with an offering.
We have almond chocolate fennel and Dijon croissant and 3 hot chocolates because we don't know how many you like to drink in the morning.
But we drank 2 of them on the way here.
Why would you need more than 1?
Holden's a functioning hot chocoholic.
Please welcome to the stage ISA's producer Roger Newcomb and Damon L. Jacobs.
Okay. Oh my God. There's nothing I hate more than being on stage. On February 1st, 2010, Damon and I co-hosted the very first ISAs. It was pre-taped and not as good as this.
We were virtual before virtual was cool.
And it was called the Indie Soap Awards then.
We were the Indie Soap Awards, and in the last 13 years, there have been contributions from Oscar winners, Golden Globe winners, Emmy winners, Daytime Emmy winners, and even just entrepreneurs and creators who picked up their phone or their camera and got all their friends together and said, hey, let's do a show together.
So I felt like it was 13th year. It's the time we should introduce a Lifetime Achievement Award, right? But you guys are all so young. I didn't think that name was very, very fitting.
So Roger had the genius idea to introduce the very first Indie Soap Trailblazer Award.
Indie Series, but
I still am the soap. Indie Series Trailblazing Award.
That's fine.
Which we are about to announce now.
Yeah. So. It's my honor to announce the very first recipient of the ISA Trailblazer Award is Anacostia creator Anthony Anderson.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
What can I say? The biggest congratulations on your Trailblazer Award. Anthony Anderson, from the moment that I met you, you just had the most beautiful spirit and welcoming me with open arms into your show. Anacostia. I have my 3rd Emmy because of you, and it means so much to me because you called me and we talked and we created together.
I wish I could be there tonight so I could tell you in person what a huge inspiration you've been. I honestly can't remember what led me to watch the Indie Soap Awards ceremony in 2011, but it totally changed the trajectory of my life, specifically because of your acceptance speech. And if the ISAs were all about supporting talent like you, I really hoped I could be a part of it. And I did. Yay! And I got to meet you and your incredible Anacostia family, who I have no doubt are the best dressed and loudest people in that room tonight.
This man is a quiet lion, if you can understand that term. He burns so bright and so passionately about what he's doing. The family that is surrounding him, actors and friends and family that have known him for decades, come together to work with Anthony Anderson because he is just that good.
Congratulations on this very well-deserved honor. Not only do you inspire me, but you continue to inspire everyone with your creative genius and your brilliance. You continue to raise the bar and elevate with every single episode and season and project that you put out. Thank you. I can't say it enough for always advocating for us. It's an honor to learn from you, and it's an honor to call you friend.
You took a chance on an unknown actor with just a few stage credits to his name, and you didn't have to. And if I've never said it, thank you. And I can't think of one person more deserving of this award.
Anthony has taken subject matters from his own backyard, from Anacostia and from the DC area, some which are not always the easiest to talk about, some that affect specifically the Black and brown community, and he has brought them to light courageously, with dignity, and with pride.
You are open, you communicate, you embrace creativity of all your artists, you work in a collaborative environment, and that's what a real trailblazer does. So I love you, I adore you, I miss you, and congratulations on your big award.
You are the spirit of indie storytelling. Your love and respect for your cast and crew and fans and for the craft of storytelling. It's what makes you such an amazing artist. Thanks for all of it. Love you, man. Cheers.
Take it all in, baby. Take it all in. Anthony Anderson has been nominated for and won more Indie Series awards than anyone else in history. He has inspired all of us to be better at what we do. His vision, his dedication, and his commitment to telling diverse and inclusive stories. It is my pleasure and my honor to present the very first ISA Trailblazer Award to my dear friend, Mr. Anthony Anderson. Breathe, just breathe. Take it all in. It's yours, and the love in this room is for you. Anthony Anderson. Right here.
I'm sorry.
No. Your son is here tonight, Anthony's son. Come on up. Come on up. This is his son, who's also creative and may go to Howard, excuse me. He's a biology genius, and he was raised by Anthony. Am I giving you enough time, baby? Go for it.
I'm incredibly honored, and for those of you who don't know, Anacostia is a real place in DC. It's not the most safest place in DC growing up. And when I was growing up, it was in the middle of the crack era in DC. And I stand here tonight because knowing that a lot of the young men that I went to school with are no longer here. And I could have been one of those boys that lost their lives tragically to gun violence or drugs or the prison system if it hadn't been for, of all things, a show called General Hospital. And I say General Hospital because I was sick at home one day and my mom had to stay home, and you're watching TV and she was watching what the older black women called their stories. And her favorite story was General Hospital. And I will never forget laying under the blanket that day and watching, and the storyline was Diana Taylor was dead, laying in the kitchen. She had just been shot by Heather Weber, who was dressed as a nurse, because I think she stole her man or something. But and I remember sitting there thinking, like, wow, what is this? And the next day I felt better, but I pretended to be sick because I wanted to know what happened after that. And because of that, I fell into the world of The Young and the Restless and Bold and Beautiful and all of these other shows. And those shows kept me inside the house. It made me rush home after school to watch the last 30 minutes of what happened. So I want to thank those shows for saving my life. Trailblazer is that's a huge weight to carry, and I could not stand here rightfully and take this award without giving honor to those who blaze a trail for me, like Martha Byrne and Barry Dodd and Joseph, and people like that have come through this place, like Susan Miller and Tina Sessa Ward and Sebastian Lacaze and so many other people, Paul Awad, Catherine O'Sullivan, so many people that if you go and look into the history of the ISAs, you'll see these incredible names. This was a huge surprise to me. Thank you to my cast. Lily's here. Thank you to my cast. Lily and I have been here so long, girl. Girl. Thank you to my cast for taking that ride with me through thick or thin, no money, really bad food the first couple of seasons, but they stayed in there. When I asked people in DC to help me with this show, they laughed and they said, "What's a web series? No one will ever watch it. We're not interested." Funny how those people change their mind after you get nominated for a Daytime Emmy. But I have to say, I am incredibly honored to be here with you tonight. And I've been fortunate enough to win awards here and other places. But I don't have anything that I hold to my heart more than this man right here. He came into my life when I didn't expect it. I didn't know what to do. My mama said, "You'll learn." You have been my greatest joy, my greatest inspiration. You have provided me the happiest moments of my life. And if I never do anything on this earth valuable, I know I will leave this earth one day with the joy in my heart of being your father. Thank you all so very much. I'm gonna go backstage, have a nervous breakdown. Roger, Susan, Damon Jacobs, Patrika. Wait a minute, I gotta say one last thing. Come here, Patrika. Come here. I gotta say just one last thing. This woman here, if you do not know this woman or have not introduced yourself to this woman while you are here, you are doing yourself a disservice. Last year, I said, I had a conversation with her. I said, well, they moved us to Primetime, and I don't know, I don't want to waste the money and do all that other type of stuff. And she said, you know what? Do it. Do it. Knock yourself out. Do it. Nothing beats a failure but a try. And I'm just like, I'm going to go ahead and do it. And I did it. And on July 12th, I got a phone call from this woman saying, congratulations, you are Primetime Emmy nominee. And not only that, she said, are you coming to the category? She said, are you coming to the awards? I'm like, oh, yeah. I am coming. She said, so when are you coming? I told her when I was coming. She said, no. Let me teach you. She said, come on this day because I want to introduce you to people. This woman took me to every party that she went to. And not only did she take me to every party she went to, I want you to listen to this very carefully because this happens a lot. When people bring you along, they want you to see them work a room. Every room she took me into, I was standing behind her, and before she said anything to anybody, she reached back and grabbed me and pulled me in front of her, in between her and that person, and said, I want you to meet Anthony Anderson. He's nominated for a Primetime Emmy, and you should meet him. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. I will never forget it. Thank you.
I love you.
Last thing, I'm gonna get you. Roger, Damon, our very first award was this show. 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm on the computer watching a show called Compulsions. And they had a breaking news thing, and they said, we've just been nominated for, I think, like a couple of indie soap awards. And I said, what the hell is that? And why don't we know about that? And I clicked on the link, and it opened up to the nominees page. And the first name I saw was Best Ensemble, Anacostia. We were nominated for 4 awards. I sent them an email saying, oh my God, thank you, we didn't know about that. And these men sent an email back, and they said, we watched your show, we would like to interview you. And we went to New York, and from that interview, I knew then I needed to get my shit together because they knew names, dates, places, faces. They knew every single thing. And I remember driving back home to DC, and I said, you know what, from now on, we're going to go into every single interview well prepared. And we have done that ever since. Thank you, Roger, Damon, Susan. Thank you. Thank you guys so very much. This means so much to me. Enjoy the rest of your night. Please, thank you guys. I love you, Anacostia, Magic, Jake.
And now, Please welcome to the stage Chill Girl nominees Jordan Moore and Jesse Vane.
All right, that was a heck of a speech. Can we give it up for Anthony? Yeah. All right here, all of these stories that were nominated tonight, they started with an idea and a script. So it's my privilege to celebrate the great writers who are here with us, and here are the nominees for Best Writing for a Drama Series.
Complicated. Brotherhood. Kith and Kin. Studio City.
Okie dokes. The winner is, for Kith and Kin, Teresa Labreglio and Melissa Malone.
This is the first nomination and win for Kith and Kin in this category.
Hi. There's a lot of you from this side. I wrote Kith and Kin with my wife, Teresa Labreglio, in the summer of 2019. And we were all set to film in 2020, and we know how that went. And she suddenly and very unexpectedly passed away before we were able to film it in 2020. So this is a huge honor. And I mostly want to thank our entire team that brought it to life and continued, even though it was a very, very hard series for us to film. And Teresa and I met writing as kids, online gaming. So I guess I thank the internet, and I thank our dear friend Dan, who came as my date tonight, all the way from Chicago. He was the best man in our wedding, and we've been friends since we were kids, so thank you. And thanks to my whole team, and to my best friend Diane, who's waiting backstage for us to tell you a little bit about our show. And thanks to the Indie Series Awards. Thank you very much.
Music is such a vital part of any project. We all have that one soundtrack from a movie or whatever where we're like, oh, I remember that scene, I remember that feeling. And these artists that we're honoring tonight, I'm so excited to announce the nominees for Best Soundtrack.
Chateau Laurier. Complicated. Detention Adventure. Fairy Tale Fallout.
So, the Indie Series Award goes to Fairy Tale Fallout, Adam Henry Garcia.
This is the second win in this category for Adam Henry Garcia.
Hey. After Anthony's speech, having my son here, I was just like, so it's nice to have some buffer. Thank you, Indie Series Awards. You guys are amazing for opening your doors and just letting us all be who we are. I want to thank my wife, Emily, my son, Elliot, my two daughters, Phoebe and Isabel, my mom and dad for always having my back. I love them all very, very much. Just want to say, very recently I was talking with an old friend about making it. And there are so many definitions of that. And it's, being on a TV show where you have a couple of lines that your uncle or whoever will be real impressed by. Or, you're Ryan Reynolds. And I really insisted in this conversation that making it is also what we have done with our shows. And it's literally making it happen. Gatekeepers be damned and naysayers be damned. And I think that's something to really, really be proud of. And in my case tonight, to share with my son and my family and with you. Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
To introduce our next Best Drama Series nominee, here is Melissa Malone and Diane Gogarty.
Kith and Kin is a Southern Gothic drama about three sisters that travel home to their childhood home in the mountains of North Carolina to discover their parents are harboring a dark secret. At its core, Kith and Kin is about family and the secrets we're willing to keep, the sacrifices we're willing to make, and the love that brings it all together.
This is Kith and Kin. This family is cursed.
Strong bones and thick skin. I wanna hold.
And now to perform the nominated song featured in our series, here's Judith Avers.
Prettiest thing I ever laid eyes upon was the face of May in the springtime. And the prettiest thing I ever felt was the hand of May on mine. I've never been far from home, but here I go. Oh, May, my dear. Oh, May, why did you leave me here? I've never been far from home, but here I go. The hardest thing I ever laid eyes upon was that big old sea stretched out like heaven's arms. And the hardest thing I ever felt was the hand of May gone.
And now, please welcome the stars of City Boys, Magical, and Jake Jacobs VI.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening. My name is Magical, and this is Jake Jacobs, and we are the upcoming stars of City Boys DC. Now, Jake would normally say that he is the star, but it's funny that I am doing audio fiction because that's what that statement would be. So, the nominees for Best Ensemble Audio Fiction.
Around the Sun. End of the Cornfield, The Heron, Mortus Est, Legacy, The Rapscallion Agency, We're Alive, Descendants, The White Vault.
All right. And the winners are...
And the Series Indies Award goes to The Heron.
This is the first win in this category for The Heron.
To come down, but I did want to just say that I have a note over my desk that says, never let another person decide your future, and I think this room is full of people who have followed that, so cheers. But this is the actor who won.
Oh my God, first of all, there's so much love in this room. Like, give you guys yourselves a round of applause. Beautiful creatives. I had the honor of working with this incredible crew, Matt and Charles and just Hermione, Katie, are the rest of the ensemble. I guess I'm the only ensemble here today. But this is such a surprise and just grateful. Thank you guys. Thank you.
And I'm going to present the Best Ensemble Comedy.
Best Interests, Better Intentions. Daddy's Divas. Detention Adventure. Fat. King and Pawn. Millennials.
All right. And the Indie Series Award goes to Millennials.
This is the first win in this category for Millennials.
Wow, thank you very much. Thank you very much. The bad news is the actors aren't here. The good news is they're all working. So my name is Rug Williams. I am the co-creator and producer along with my son Oren and executive producer Zachary, Isaiah Williams, and Linda Jones. This was a little comedy that we came up with during quarantine and put a cast together starring Kyle Massey, Aaron Grady, Kieran King, Philip Bolden, who won earlier tonight, Teresa Topnotch, Celeste, and Buddy Lewis. Who am I missing? Oh, Tangerine Thompson and Howard Locke. They're all great. And Bobby Slasky. Yeah, they came together and made magic with our words, and I'm so grateful. And thank you to the Indie Series Awards. Thank you to Susan and Roger. And would you like to say a couple things?
Family's awesome, and anytime you can work with family, it's great. And we're all family. So.
Oh yeah, I have my sons with me tonight too.
Father, son, and thank you guys. 2 for 2. Hope to see you guys later.
Thank you guys.
To present the next 2 awards, please welcome ISA nominee from RoboCop, Diane Robin, and ISA winner, Kevin Spiritus.
Diane, I am RoboCop. Okay, so here we are. Best Ensemble Drama. That's right. Okay, the nominees are
Brotherhood, Chateau Laurier, Complicated, Kith and Kin, Studio City, Treading Yesterday,
it's a robo thing here. Okay. And the winner is Indie Series Award goes to Chateau Laurier.
This is the first win in this category for Chateau Laurier.
Wow, thank you. The story of Chateau Laurier, how it started with Kent Staines, who's an actor, friend of mine, and we said, let's make a show. And you can write it and be in it. And Emily Whedon came on board, and we created a first season of this show. And it just grew from there, and it grew really by the cast. Kent brought in Fiona Reid, who was nominated tonight, who's a legend in Canada, a stage actress. And he brought in Kate Ross-Leckie, who we really could not have done this show without. So thank you, Kate. And then Luke Humphrey, and we just built out the cast. And thank you so much for the recognition tonight. We truly have a great ensemble, and they were very easy to direct. People like Emmanuel Kabongo, Brittany Raymond, they're just a dream cast to work with. And even nominated tonight, Jason Gray.
I represent the ensemble here poorly in body, being only a person, and in anything I'm about to say, because I ought not love to be off the cuff. So thanks very much, Kate, Emmanuel, Luke, everybody was so, Brittany, Tamika, holy, sorry, I almost swore. Yeah, well, wonderful, wonderful group of people to work with, Fiona and all the gang, and I'm just so thrilled to have been invited here and to represent them. Thanks very much.
Steve Martin once said that people always hold a great affection for someone who made them laugh, even once. So thank you, ladies, for all the laughter. Now, the Best Supporting Actress in a Comedy nominees are
Lily Bartlum, Detention Adventure.
Hi, I'm Kelly Darnell. Thanks for watching. I wanted to start the documentary off by being really transparent. I know the Detention Adventure crew. I'd go so far as to say I'm the newest member. I wanted to assure you that I will investigate with complete objectivity because it's the right thing to do.
Samantha Casessa, Chill Girl.
But here, it takes you 30 minutes to even leave your neighborhood. So, yes, to answer your question, I got here okay. But also in New York, this literally wouldn't happen. New York is designed so that you
that's what I'm saying.
Shut the fuck up. Aren't you from New Jersey?
Marnie Lustig, Status Updates.
Riley, this is not that big of a deal. So part of your penis is on Twitter. It's part of growing up. You're becoming a man.
Courtney doesn't see it.
Oh, I hope he does. Then he can remember what a hot head he used to have.
That's sweet of you, Erica.
Don't tell anyone.
Tamara Perry Fett.
Yeah, I could see why your mom went with that. Specifically, though. Seeds. Sprouting all around,
Okay.
sharing your light and whatnot.
Are we done?
I'm not, never.
Taylor Valley, Pretty If You Squint.
Girl, you must be having stroke standing there all cross-eyed.
I'm from Texas. Texas.
You know rock fetch pretty penny on black market.
And the Indie Series Award goes to Marnie Lustig, Status Update.
This is the first nomination and win for Marnie Lustig in this category.
I'm so excited to be in a room full of self-starters. I was a musician, and I just know every day you have to believe in yourself. That's the only way. And breaking all our fears, it's like a complete honor to be here. And honestly, as humans, and maybe particularly as actors, I don't want to speak for everyone else, but there's so much trauma we work through and we go through in this life, particularly right now. And I'm so grateful for the gift of humor. So grateful. And it's very funny that it took me 6 months to learn these 13 lines at the beginning of that scene. Thank you, David, for your incredible patience and love through this whole process and on set. And I'm also so grateful that not only is this director, Brad Albrecht, not only the best writer, the best director, he is truly the best friend. He is someone who makes you feel, I always feel like the best director makes you feel like $1 million when you're on set. And that's really the best and only thing you have to do. And then tell them to go left or right. But he also makes me feel like $1 million every time he sees me and says something to me. And it's particularly right now, like I've gone through some really hard things. Both my parents have passed, and thank you for giving me the gift of anything I wanted to do, and always an open door. And you know, to have somebody make you feel so good in the wake of that has been incredibly special. So just want to thank also at the last moment, the Indie Series Awards just make us all feel like welcome, and it's just so cool to get to know you. I'm so grateful, and what a surprise. Thank you. Lead with your light. We have a choice every day, dark or light. Lead with the light.
And now, to introduce the next Best Comedy nominees, here are Linda Jones and Brad Albrecht.
Chaos, antics, hijinks, and wild shenanigans. Well, that might be an oxymoron, but there's not enough synonyms that describe these young men with diverse backgrounds and personalities sharing an apartment in LA. So they're going through dating, learning about money and the culture, and moving into young adulthood. So now you throw in two witty neighbors across the hallway, and I mean crazy, and a statuesque alpha female landlord who towers over everybody and takes no mess. So it gives you like a recipe for a lot of laughs. And hijinks, well, a lot of laughs, little gumbo of a lot of laughs, but since they're broke as fuck, it's more like ramen noodle with the gumbo seasoning packet. So this is Millennials.
Let me just say this before we get started. You fine as hell.
Superpowers activated!
You guys are broker than a McDonald's shake machine.
I don't identify as poor. Stop misgendering. They call me Jaheem the Postman.
I seen your little package, postman. Return to sender.
All new season of Millennials. Now streaming only on ALLBLK. Start your free trial today.
I just need to start out by saying congratulations to Marnie Lustig for winning Supporting Actress in Status Updates, because that's the show I'm about to present. They say opposites attract, and sometimes it's about girlfriends or boyfriends, but sometimes it's about best friends. Sometimes an awkward but adorable, hopelessly romantic homosexual and a wildly heterosexual hornball with a heart of gold can be exactly what they need for each other. Strength, encouragement, wit, and the occasional semi-nude selfie that goes viral on Twitter. Status Updates puts a fierce and unique friendship to the forefront, rarely seen in comedy. This is Status Updates.
Sometimes in life, you're at your lowest, and your heart is broken.
No, Mom, I don't need you to make me a Grindr profile.
You need someone to check in, get you up, get your back, and get you viral.
You did not just post a picture of my scrotum.
How did you get 18,000 followers in the last 2 hours?
Well, if you decide to make yourself a
Grindr, I can send you some pictures of your penis.
Mom!
Please welcome to the stage Lawrence Locke and Joy Valentine from Complicated.
You know, one of our mentors once told us that the highest regard in which we place each other is what defines our character and the true definition of what art truly is. And as I look around the room tonight with so many beautiful people, we are inspired by everyone whose work is judged by people who don't understand the amount of time and effort and the hard work and the dedication and the sacrifice and the numerous cups of coffee every day that we have to indulge in order to create this art. And I say that if no one has told you before tonight that you inspire us, so please keep fighting the good fight.
And with that being said, now let's see Best Production Design.
Detention Adventure. Fairy Tale Fallout. King and Pawn. Millennials. Hot Set. Chateau Laurier.
And the indie series goes to Chateau Laurier, Glenn Charles Landry.
This is the first win in this category for Chateau Laurier.
Glenn Landry couldn't be here tonight, but I think he would thank me because I'm the producer-director. When we were trying to get the show together, you know, I'm sure you all experienced this. You have the people you want to work with, and it's a great team, and COVID hits. And then 6 months later, COVID kind of stops and production starts again, and everybody goes and works. And so we kept delaying our show because nobody was available to do the show. And I kept saying to Glenn, I can't do this show without you. Like, it's a period drama, and you're the production designer, and you did season 1, and we won awards for that for him. And he said, well, I'm busy, I'm doing a movie, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And so we kept delaying it, and I finally said, you know, I can't delay it anymore. I'm not going to be able to work with you, but I don't want to do this show without you. And he said, you know what? I'll do it remotely. I'll get Chris Nickel to be on set, who's an incredible art director. And I think Glenn would thank him and Carolina and the team that just did a phenomenal job. Please watch the show. It's on Amazon and Apple, and hopefully you can't tell what's a set and what is a location. And Glenn says thank you.
And the nominees for Best Costume Design are
Chateau Laurier. Chill Girl. Fairy Tale Fallout. Hot Set. Millennials. The Swiss Traveler.
And the indie series goes to Chateau Laurier, Melissa Bessie.
This is the first win in this category for Chateau Laurier.
The fact that we're in Toronto and this is happening in LA means I was the only one who came here, so I get to accept for everyone, or James. On behalf of Melissa Bessie and her team, who did our amazing costumes, I'd like to thank you. Melissa was 9 months pregnant and in lockdown and agreed to do the job remotely. So this is doubly impressive for me not for me, I think it's impressive. And on her behalf and on behalf of her team, thank you all very much.
And now, from Young and the Restless, which recently celebrated 50 years on the air, here is Kate Linder.
Hi, everyone. Oh my gosh, are you guys having a good time? I know that I am. I have had the honor of being at several of these, and I have to say, this is the best one yet. I really think so. And I want to thank Roger and Susan for including me. I'm so honored. I was honored last time because I was part of a show that won, and so I think you're all amazing, and in my book, you're all winners anyway, right? Just being here means that you are a winner. That's right. So, the nominees for the Spotlight Award are
Showgirl, Fete, Grievance Gulch, Bamboozle, Hey Toby, Hey Owen. This is not sponsored by Valvoline. The Swiss Traveler.
And this is my favorite part, when I get to say, and the Indie Series Award goes to Feet.
This is the first nomination and win for Fete.
I just said I grew up watching her as Esther every day. My mom was such a fan of the show. That was like our time together. I'm like a little shell-shocked. Our nominations mean so much. I'm like tongue-tied right now. Winning this is, I feel like I just left my body. Jonah, do you have something to say?
I think we're just very honored to share this stage and this beautiful theater with such amazing people. Anthony and Patrika, like I grew up watching Days of Our Lives, rushing home, like doing my math homework while multitasking. And how amazing that we get to create stories that us as people that connect people, because I think we live in a very divided world of us versus them, and I think we are much more alike than we are different as people. And so I am so grateful that we get to be part of these stories that bring us together and deepen the empathy, because we need that in this world right now. So thank you guys so much. Thank you, ISA Awards. Thank you, Krista.
Thank you to Roger and Susan as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
Growing up, I don't know, how does that make me feel? She's growing up. No, it's good. It's a good thing, right? Okay. The nominees for Best Supporting Actress in a Drama are
Natalie Byrne, Studio City.
Fame is a funny thing. We want it so bad, and then you get it. And it's nothing like what you imagine it's gonna be. And you have all these billboards and followers.
Kim Grant, Brotherhood.
It should be you that's dead right now, not my baby. You. I wish you was dead. And as far as I'm concerned, you already are.
Whitney Morrow, Complicated.
I'm only gonna say this once, so I'd listen real closely. My children aren't going anywhere with you. If their father, Calvin, can't come get them, they aren't going. There's the door. Drive safe, Kate.
Brittany Raymond, Chateau Laurier.
My darling Hattie, I've come to fetch you back to the township and mean to marry you if you will take me. I hope I haven't come too late. I'm staying in Lower Town at the Lafayette Hotel. Meet me there. Yours forever, Archie.
Juliet Vega, Studio City.
What do you want from me?
I can't fill that void in your life, Sam. No one can. Look, if you want my advice, seems like you need to find your why.
Ellen B. Williams, Kith and Kin.
Look what you made me have to go and do. Well, go on now, get her back where she came from. And then come on in the house. We've got some talking to do.
Wow, that's all I can say. Okay, my favorite part again. And the Indie Series Award goes to Whitney Morrow, Complicated.
This is the first win for Whitney Morrow.
I don't have a speech prepared at all, y'all. I am so honored and so grateful. God is so good. I get to go to work every single day with a dream team. When I tell y'all, it's so beautiful that the theme tonight is family, because that is exactly what we are on that cast. And I would not be standing here if it was not for Johnny Sizemore, Carrie Greer, for writing an incredible story about women going through real life things, women who look like me. Representation matters. And I am so incredibly honored to be in the room with so many legends tonight. Dream big, sky is the limit, and thank you so much. I'm so grateful to be here.
To introduce the final Best Drama nominees, here are James Stewart and Carrick Greer.
Striving to leave their mark in a male-driven society, Complicated, the series follows the life of three millennial African-American women who embark on a journey of love, sex, and betrayal. Produced by the amazing Showtime Productions in Greenville, South Carolina, this is Complicated, the series.
We can fix this. We ain't fixing shit.
Closer to you, further from me.
What did you just say?
Get your hands off
I will kill you.
Stop it!
Everything you have is because of me. I made you.
You made me?
You damn right.
Getting lost in between.
My dad is dying, Erica.
So was that before or after he left your ass?
If I was you, I'd shut my mouth.
So you finally remember where your home was. You didn't even think of picking up the phone and calling your wife? Didn't even cross your mind, huh?
I'll be getting lost in between.
His ass will be 6 feet in the ground before I let him take my business.
Is that the best you can do?
Taser! I peg you as a stereotype.
I get why you're so hostile and mad at the world. It kind of sucks.
Closer to you.
That's okay. 1912, Ottawa. A bit of murder, a bit of mystery, a bit of romance. A lower town boss, and they all fight over the ownership of a 5-star hotel. This is Chateau Laurier.
Patty, wait, I beg you.
Who is that?
Mr. Muchmore's sister.
Indeed. I only want the best for you.
You've got a lot of piss for a man that can't bed his own wife.
I've never seen anything like it.
Father thought you feckless.
This ends now. All will carry on.
Hattie, dear, a cursory glance. But what of the man who killed the killer?
You have taste for fine things, eh? I want the best suite out of house.
Gabriel Silva, the Creole boss of Lower Town. Low manners, lower morals.
Take me to the Little Sussex.
No sooner do you darken my door, are there messes to clean up. You know this woman? I should have stayed home. Home? There's nothing there.
For Hattie Bracebridge?
I need you for something.
He's been waiting for you.
You will be paid.
That chateau is half mine.
Archie.
I don't want to work as a maid. Where are you taking me?
It takes more than a good beating to keep me away. I have nothing.
Your loyalty will not be forgotten.
And now, please welcome to the stage ISA winners Carolyn Hennessy and Sean Kanan from Studio City.
Good evening. Before we announce the nominees for the next category, let's all take a second and thank Roger and Susan and everyone who worked so tirelessly to make this event so special for all of us. Thank you so much. We appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts.
Hey, Anthony, do you still watch General Hospital? Good. Now I can be happy for you. I know. I made myself laugh. Sean, look at Sean's shoes. They're actually better than mine.
My wife picked it.
The nominees for Best Writing Comedy.
Daddy's Divas. Fairy Tale Fallout. Hot Set. Millennials. Status Updates.
And the Indie Series Award goes to Status Update.
This is the first nomination and win in this category for Brad Ulbrich.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Indie Series Awards. Hi, Mom. I'm winning an Indie Series Award for Best Writing. Her video's not on. She's on the East Coast and in bed. Can everyone say, hi, Mom? I'm going to give the rest of the speech now and hang up, but I love you and thank you, Mom, because if I didn't call you, you wouldn't have known I said that. All right? Good night. Get some sleep. Unless I win another award. Okay, bye. I want to thank everybody here and everyone who's ever been here. Status Updates was here last year and made a little bit of an impression, but it just didn't make the splash that I wanted it to. But I was involved, and I watched everyone else's clips up on that screen, and I talked to them, and every show I saw inspired me to step up my game. It lit a fire under me. And everyone here, everyone who's ever been here, is the reason I'm up here right now, because we all get inspired by what we see. And you are what I see. And I gotta say, I wrote this show, but it's only on paper. And the voices that say the words are the ones that make it entertaining. So thank you, Eric Lutz, for being an amazing, funny, and gorgeous actor. Thank you, Marnie, for being a great supporting actress, because you won an award. And everyone else involved in the show, You make this show the ensemble that I dreamed for it to be, and I can't wait to keep working with you. And I can't wait to keep talking to all of you and getting the inspiration that I've been getting for years. Thank you, ISAs.
Here are the nominees for Best Guest Performer in a Comedy.
George Barr, status updates.
Hey, no, they're not.
Devin Deshawn Stewart, Millennials.
Dude, that right there is one of the greatest things I have ever put in my mouth. Hey, whatever. I don't think you're getting me, though. I don't think y'all getting me, man. You got any more cookies I can have? Just a couple of them. You know, just give me another cookie.
Carolyn Taylor, Detention Adventure.
Oh, good. You're alive. I can go have my muffin now. Next time, don't eat 3 ghost peppers, okay? You understand me? Those things can kill you, you little idiot. Good thing your friend over here understands first aid. She Heimlicked a few of them out of you. Yeah, that was you. It's disgusting. Gonna have a muffin now.
Shelley Thompson, King and Pawn.
Life is full of twists and turns, kiddo. You'll find that out when you're a grown-up. For instance, I thought that you would have thrown in the towel by now. Shut up shop. But twist! Here you are. Shouldn't you be sucking each other's thumbs in your mommy's basement by now?
Yeah, joke's on you. I don't even have a basement. Or mom.
Chris Wells, Chill Girl.
I'm already paying you in the most expensive thing I could give you. Experience.
Oh, you're not giving me money?
I already did. In here. Now, who wants to drink wine from a cast of my breast?
Jonah Shao Fett.
Oh, I can't wait to meet your little girl, Mia. I'm gonna bring the ukulele and play for her.
It's so much softer than the guitar.
Well,
I mean, like, I haven't even started the process yet.
Oh, I know. I met her soul last night during a prolonged meditation.
And the winner is Shelley Thompson, King and Pawn.
This is the first win for Shelley Thompson.
Shelley's unable to be here tonight, so I will accept it for her. Congratulations, Shelley.
To present the next 2 awards, here are Jax Baresh and Juliet Vega.
Okay, so music. It can set the tone, elevate all of our projects, get us excited when we hear that theme song and all of that. So I am privileged to announce our nominees for Best Original Score.
Chateau Laurier. Daddy's Divas. Dark Dice. Geomapping Love. The Rapscallion Agency.
And the winner is Chateau Laurel.
This is the first win in this category for Chateau Laurier.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tony Ofori. I am a good friend of many, many in the cast. And I just want to say thank you. This is amazing. They worked very hard. And us here, well, I guess in Canada, are so happy to bring stories that could, inform you about how Ottawa and Canada gets down. So, yeah, cheers to that.
And the nominees for Best Original Song
is...
Here comes the Boar Knight from the Boar Knight. Clown Wolf from Chill Girl. Oh May from Kith and Kin. Millennials main theme from Millennials.
And the winner of the Indie Series Award goes to Oh May from Kith and Kin by Judith Avers.
This is the third nomination and second win in this category for Judith Avers.
Thank you so much. Thanks to Roger and everybody at ISAs. Thanks to Austin backstage, running everything tonight. Gosh, it's just so rare to get celebrated for art sometimes. So it's just been such a pleasure to be here doing that and being in a room with so many artists. It really matters a lot to me. So I want to thank my sweetheart, my wife, Frances, up there. Who just walks their life with so much integrity and inspires me all the time. I want to dedicate this award to Melissa Malone and Teresa Labreglio. So I wish everyone here could have known Teresa. She was an incredible writer and director and really sassy, really smart mouth. Really funny, and loved Melissa so much, just more than you could even imagine, more than I could ever explain, and I'm pretty dramatic sometimes. So anyway, thank you, Melissa, and everybody at Outtake Productions for giving me space and time to make my own art and celebrate it. I really appreciate it. And T, whatever sort of trouble you're getting into up there, Mama says, don't forget your helmet. Love you all. Thank you.
To present the next two awards, please welcome ISA winner, Jillian Clare.
Hi. It is my honor to present the awards for Best Actor and Best Actress in an audio fiction drama. As a voiceover artist, the audience only gets to hear the final product of your work. But we all know that whether you're in the booth with the cast and crew or recording in your home studio, there's just as many facial expressions, hand gestures, and flailing arms as Thanksgiving dinner with your family. Tonight, we honor the work of the artists heard but not seen. Here are the nominees for Best Actor in an Audio Fiction Drama.
Daniel Demerin. Don't mind Cruxmont.
I started CPR, but I took too long to reach her, and it was too late. She had a note in a plastic bag. Did you find it?
Jeff Goldblum. Dark Dice.
It's a very odd methodology, is that you take a single drop and you taste it. Now, if this is something bad, this could be a bit of a strange experience for you, but typically one drop won't be too harmful.
Todd Habercorn, the Rapscallion Agency.
Hold on!
Garlic!
Would you stop yelling at me?
Then stop driving like a drunken monkey and get us out of here!
Oh, sorry, my Chinese grandma never gave me lessons on how to lose cops while driving a bakery truck!
Then what did she teach you?
How to choose friends that don't burn us when we're breaking into international biotech companies.
June Yoon, the Rapscallion Agency.
You know what's really funny? You flooded High Rise's house! I hate that guy! Oh my god, you freaking flushed his house like it was a truck stop toilet! This numbnut really needed to get taken down a notch. And now, the douchebag is living in a bidet!
All right. And And the Indie Series Award for Best Actor in an Audio Fiction Drama goes to... Hold on, give me a second here. Jeff Goldblum, Dark Dice.
This is the first nomination and win in this category for Jeff Goldblum.
Unfortunately, Jeff couldn't be with us tonight, but I will happily accept it on his behalf, and if ever anybody has his home address, I will deliver it to him personally. Thank you, Emma. All right, and here are the nominees for Best Actress in an Audio Fiction Drama.
Adjoa Ando, Don't Mind Cruxmont.
I started CPR, but I took too long to reach her, and it was too late. She had a note in a plastic bag. Did you find it?
Mindy Cohn, Around the Sun.
Hey, that's okay. That's what moms do, right? She's just tempering expectations so that you're not let down in the end. Did I let you down, Jake? Did you have a good summer?
Claire Dodden, The Rapscallion Agency.
Tell me, what have you been up to, Lisette?
Well, I just got back from Las Vegas, where I helped save the world from an alien invasion while escaping an underwater city. Oh, and I still fly supersonic jets, but nothing as cool as singing on stage in front of octogenarians.
Carolyn Guivarch, The Rapscallion Agency.
I'd like to begin by reading a brief statement, and then I'll take some questions from the press. As you all know, Vertec has been a leading innovator of pharmaceutical and medical therapies designed to benefit our customers and improve the health and well-being of all people all over the world.
And the Indie Series Award for Best Actress in an Audio Fiction Series goes to... Oh my, there's a tie. The first one is Mindy Cohn, Around the Sun.
This is the first win for Mindy Cohn.
I'm not Mindy Cohn, and I'm sorry about that. My name's Brad Forenza, the creator of Around the Sun. And while I hedge to speak for Mindy, I think she would want to thank Roger and Susan for providing this awesome platform for content creators. And I think she'd want to thank Around the Sun co-producers for pre-production, Brian Dashu. Holla back, Brian! And post-production, Suzanne Ordas Curry. Holla back, Suzanne! Okay.
Okay, and the second award also goes to Caroline Guivarch, the Rapscallion Agency.
This is the first win for Caroline Guivarch.
Thank you guys. I'm really touched. I hope that you're gonna understand everything without the American accent, but it doesn't take away the joy and the proud. Thank you. Thank you, Robin, for making us sound so good. Thank you, Luke, for editing as well. Thank you, of course, Kim Donovan and Claire Dodin for having me on board. Without you, I would not be here. And congratulations to all the other women who were nominated tonight with me. Thank you. You said it. I would be up here, maybe. I'm glad I had only 2 drinks. Thank you, Christophe, for believing in us, the whole team, we did an amazing job together. And this would not be happening without the love and the support and all the passion we all share in this team. And it was great to work together. So thank you so much.
To present the Lead Actor Awards, please welcome ISA winner, Jason Stewart.
I'm so excited to be here. I'm very, very impressed with all the diversity that's in this award. It's really wonderful. Give them a big round of applause for that. So much diversity. I read in the paper the other day that only 1% of this country is gay, and if that's true, I've slept with everyone. And as they said, I won this last year for my series Smothered. I won Best Actor in a comedy, and people said how great it was to be nominated, and it's so much better to win. So I'm going to do the Best Actor first in a drama. These are the nominees.
Courtney Gray, Brotherhood.
Oh, I'm gonna live my best life for the rest of my life. Yo, I want to live out my last days actually living and not fighting to live.
Luke Humphrey, Chateau Laurier.
Father's dead. Pearl and my wife won't have me. Can I not just get drunk in this establishment?
I will leave you with your sorrow, Mr. Muchmore.
Sean Kanan, Studio City.
You must be talking about my stepfather, who's dying of cancer, and when I try to get him to take his treatments, he reminds me that I'm a bastard. Is that who you're talking about? Oh, no, wait a second. You must be talking about my mother, right? The one who took off to parts unknown, and I haven't heard shit from her. Or maybe you're talking about my fiance who screwed my co-star. Yeah, I'm crushing it. You're a kid. You don't know shit.
Kai Morgan, Treading Yesterday.
Oh my God, Christian, did you get hurt last night?
Hurt? No, it's a tattoo.
Christian, you got a tattoo?
No, Eric. We got tattoos.
We got tattoos?
Bryn Mosley, Complicated.
You know what, Devin, I've played your game long enough, and quite frankly, I'm done. So, you have one or two options. You give me custody of my kids.
No.
Right now.
No. Or what?
Or I'll go public about the real reason we're getting a divorce.
Well, I'm not sure I'll be able to read this. I only have one contact lens on, but I'll try. Best Actor in a Drama. Let's see, I don't want to rip this. Oh, fuck it. Oh. And the winner is my friend, Sean Kanan in Studio City.
This is the second nomination and second win in this category for Sean Kanan.
Jason and I started an acting class decades ago. Thank you so much. I want to thank my parents who've come out here from Pennsylvania to be with me. I want to thank my amazing stepchildren, Aunt Sophie, Juliet, Giovanna, and Peter. I love you very much. You know, Studio City had been a dream of mine for a long time, and it probably would still be in a desk somewhere if it wasn't for the incredible talent and belief of my friend and Studio City showrunner Timothy Woodward Jr. for championing this project. For my amazing wife, Michelle Kanan, who is one of our head writers and executive producers. I also want to thank Brian Levine, Jason Antignoli, our unbelievable cast. I asked these people to take a ride for no money and bad food, the same that everyone else said, and they picked up the call and they have just shined, and they have allowed me to be here right now, and it's because of them. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I want to say one last thing. I want to thank all of you too. All of you, because you've proven that with tenacity and with creativity and with sheer force of will that it's possible to create amazing content outside of the studio system and outside of the networks. And I want to thank all of you for keeping the torch burning to illuminate the path for other people just like us. God bless.
Sean Caden! Oh, God. Well, the food on Smothered was fabulous. Nobody here knows how to cook. Okay. It doesn't matter. So this is the next story. This is my category. And, oh, God, that's a lot of people. So this is Best Actor in a Comedy. The nominees are
Adam Henry Garcia, Fairy Tale Fallout.
This fucking smoke, I have no idea where it's coming from. There's no source for it. It just billows in and billows out. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't feel like anything. What do I know? I'm just a fucking floating face. I don't have any physical feeling anymore, just mental anguish and emotional turmoil.
Aaron Grady, Millennials.
I would smash Meg Thee Stallion. I'm marrying Steph Curry, mama. And I'm leaving Candace Owens' ass on the side of the road.
How can you not marry Meg?
I mean, Meg thick and all, but she's missing the entire pinky toe ever since Tory Lanez sniped that bitch clean off. And I need all 5 toes on my woman.
Eric Lutz, Status Updates.
Okay, fam, I'm out. Here are the rest of your orders, I'm assuming. Some of them are decaf, I'm not sure which, and I took a sip of the one at the end, although it's mostly full, and oh yeah, they're all in the house. Bye-sies!
Reed Price, King and Pawn.
I need you boys to do whatever insanely stupid thing you can think of in order to win this next locker, or else we're out of a job.
And a home.
And kneecaps.
All right, Mr. Boss Man, you leave this one up to us.
You just have to distract Eliza with your manly but gentle features.
I don't know what that means, and I don't think I want to.
Tommaso Sinelli, Detention Adventure.
Hey, man. Sorry. Did I scare you?
I wasn't scared.
Brad Ulbrich, Status Updates.
I was just in the stall making out with someone in the bathroom that I met in the hallway and brought him into the bathroom to make out because I've moved on and that's the kind of guy I am. Oh, it wasn't Derek, it was someone else who I didn't make up, and he left because he's gone now.
And the winner for Best Actor in a Comedy goes to Adam Henry Garcia in Fairy Tale Fallout.
This is the first win in this category for Adam Henry Garcia.
Hey guys. First things first, I want to thank a guy named Michael Fisher. He is the DP, also the producing partner, also like a total perfectionist and agonizes over details in a way that as much as I care, I don't know that I could. He's a genius, and I want to thank him loudly. Also, the other thing I'll say is acting, I have such a love-hate relationship with acting. I don't know how many actors are in here, but that brow-beating, self-esteem eroding process of auditioning for God knows what, commercials and or TV shows, sitcoms that you read and you're like, oh my God, is this actually a show and how people actually talk? Another cop show, let's go. And that the hate has sort of brewed over time, but the love goes back to being 11 and 12 and doing school plays. And the love is making videos with my friends in high school. the love is so pure and real, and making something on your own and getting to act in it, which I know so many of you know what that's about. And there's an initial step where it's like, is this okay? Is this cool to kind of put myself in? And then you hit that high where like you know your lines so perfectly, and maybe it only lasts for 3 or 4 sentences. It's tight. It's not the whole time. It's not the whole take even. But there's that moment that is just the highest of highs. And we can make that for ourselves. And that is unbelievable and awesome. And I'm grateful to be able to do it. So thanks.
To present the Lead Actress Awards, please welcome from Tyler Perry's The Haves and the Have-Nots, Renee Lawless.
Well, it's a very big honor to be here. Thank you for having me. And I am feeling very sorry I don't have a son. I have a beautiful 11-pound, very furry daughter, but I do not have a son. Well, let's just wish that one day. Okay, now. So the nominees for Best Lead Actress in a Comedy are
Teresa Top Notch Celeste, Millennials.
What you mean you got feelings for Adrian? You only like that heifer because she's on a TV show. And she can help you out with your new clients. You not slick.
Yeah, but at least she's a real actress. Because you dumped me for a wannabe actor. Ain't that some shit?
You know, and I hope them tight-ass braids give you a migraine.
Sheevani Desai, Hot Set.
Why do you look like you're going to a beat poetry reading at Buffalo Wild Wings?
Francis Ford Coppola wore this exact scarf and beret when he directed Godfather.
You look more like Francis Nerd Coppola.
Krista Hovsepian, Fett.
You know, always like sometimes you're like imagining it and it's just like this face coming down at you and you want to think of a way to get out of it, but like you don't want to be rude.
Serpentine.
I was anticipating that.
Serpentine.
Just like a duck and roll. Freeze.
Simone Miller, Detention Adventure. Gabby Seed, Best Interests, Better Intentions.
Vicky. Hey. So I was actually wondering if you could be more specific about the name of your act, because all you wrote down was insect inspection.
Oh, yeah. It's bug wrangling.
Okay, right, sure.
Jessie Vane, Chill Girl.
Oh my God, Damien, I just ran into this hot guy from high school and now I have to throw up.
Ooh, how hot?
Like, if Post Malone is here, he's here.
Post Malone is your measure for hotness?
Yeah.
You have issues.
And the Indie Series Award goes to Sheevani Desai, Hot Set.
This is the first win in this category for Sheevani Desai.
I have always wanted to do this. So in my inner Joan Crawford appearance, I gladly accept this award on behalf of Sheevani Desai. All right, the nominees for Best Lead Actress in a Drama are
Erica J. Green, Complicated.
You show up and I'm just supposed to just bend at my knees.
Erica, you know I wanted you to come with me.
No, I did not. So don't try to start that. You left me. You never asked. So I was supposed to just read your mind or something?
Carolyn Hennessy, Studio City.
My show is one of the few things that people can trust these days. They can trust that it's going to be there day after day after day. You want to know why? Because we're still here. 50 years. Same faces. Same location.
Melissa Malone, Kith and Kin.
No? Oh, you left your things on the side of a river. Who's gonna steal my clothes, Will? You've been in New York too long. And you look like someone's fixing to use your ass as a pencil sharpener.
Kyla Silvers, treading yesterday.
You didn't let me finish. I have a BA in political science, and I spent last summer in a work exchange program in South Africa, working with the ANC amongst other freedom and justice groups. So please don't presuppose that because of my age or my gender that I am somehow not an A-team player.
Forgive me, Patrice.
Tamika Tafari, Chateau Laurier.
Father thought you feckless and reckless and not to be trusted with the chateau. That's all. That girl is beside the point.
I happen to love that girl.
Do you? Is it heartstrings or father's purse strings?
And drum roll, please. The Indie Series Award goes to Carolyn Hennessy, Studio City.
This is the first win in this category for Carolyn Hennessy.
This is truly unexpected, honestly, because the competition in this category was fierce. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I also would like to thank Sean Kanan's parents, because without them, Sean would not be here and would not have given me a call 6 years ago. So thank you, Mom and Dad. Sean, what, 6, 7 years ago? What was it? I don't know, but you gave me a call and you brought Studio City into my world. And it is one of the greatest characters I think I have ever played. So thank you so much for that. Michelle, the actual engine that can and does. Timothy Woodward Jr., brilliant director. I would also like to thank Justin Torkelson, and I would like to thank Anthony Turk. They are with whom I had most of my scenes for this particular season, and they are tremendous actors. Anthony, yes, you are. So just know that. I want to thank everyone in the production office. I want to thank everyone on the crew. It doesn't get done without you. Nothing gets done without you. We are acting in a vacuum without everyone behind the scenes and our wonderful scene partners. So until next year, hopefully, we will see you again. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Please welcome to the stage Adam Levy from I Love Lucifer.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I heard some British voices on the filming and on the audio as well. It's such a delight to be here, and I feel part of this family of creatives. You inspired me tonight. You are absolutely wonderful, all of you, and my heart goes out to all of you, you know? Hey, I have a son, and I have a daughter as well, everyone. And you know what? We are all sons, and we are all daughters as well. So, hey, you know, we're all one big family. I'm here to present this evening the Best International Series. And the nominees are
Chateau Laurier, Detention Adventure, Geomapping Love, Hotel Sweet Hotel,
and the Indie Series Award goes to Chateau Laurier.
This is the first win in this category for Chateau Laurier, and the show's 6th win tonight.
Thank you very much. This really is an honor.
The show was a struggle to get made, and we got through COVID, and I'm very grateful to Kate Ross-Leckie, Luke Humphrey, Tamika Tafari, Fiona Reed, the incredible cast, who really made this show what it is. And I want to say thanks to my mom who's watching, and also dedicated to my dad who passed away 2 months ago. Thank you.
I can't believe they let me do 2 of these, so thank you. So we also have the Best Audio Fiction Series, and the nominees are...
The Boar Knight, Dark Dice, End of the Cornfield, The Heron, I Love Lucifer, The Rapscallion Agency, We're Alive, Descendants, The White Vault.
And without further ado, and the Indie Series Award goes to Rapscallion Agency.
This is the first win in this category for the Rapscallion Agency.
Thank you again so much for this award. There's 3 people I'd really like to thank, and 2 of them here on stage with me. To these 2 amazing gentlemen, to Robin Shore and Luke Allen, who helped create this incredible audio universe of immortals living above and below the ocean. Thank you for joining me on this journey for the last 15 years. It's been the greatest experience of my life. And I want to thank Miss Johnny, our executive producer, who can't be here, for believing in the story and believing in us all along. We're so honored to be here.
Thank you. My son couldn't make it, but he's...
To present the Best Comedy Award, please welcome the stars of Clarity, Tom Jenkins and Maribeth Massett.
I just started binging The Crown.
Yes.
So thank you.
Absolutely. Hi, I am Tom Jenkins.
And I'm Mary Beth Massett. And we were sitting in your seats last year on pins and needles. And so we really want to say we know exactly how you feel.
We were nominated for Best Comedy Series for Clarity last year.
It was created in the post-truth era. So when Susan and Roger called to say that we'd actually won...
They found votes. It was a perfect call.
They found us the vote, so thank you for that. No,
Thank you
just
so
kidding.
much, anyway.
We're so excited to be announcing the Best Comedy Series, and the nominees are...
Best Interests, Better Intentions, Fairy Tale Fallout, Hot Set, King and Pawn, Millennials, Status Updates.
And the Indie Series Award for Best Comedy Series goes to...
Millennials.
This is the first win in this category for Millennials.
Glory to God, man. This is awesome. Hey, I'd like to thank my mentor, Bentley Kyle Evans. Gave me my first opportunity to write a script. If you guys don't know, he was an EP on Martin, created the Jamie Foxx show, and let me write a script and turned into learning how to create shows. I'd also like to thank my family. My father, who I read my first script over his shoulder when he was auditioning for projects back in the day. And I said, hey, can I see that? I think I want to be an actor. I want to do what you do. And now there with me and creating shows and making people laugh. So thank you, Indie Series Awards. This is awesome. And have a good night, everybody.
Man, God is so good, man.
Yeah.
I've been in this industry a long time. Might not look like it, but I've been in this industry a very, very long time. And just to be here with family and winning awards, like it's a dream come true. So thank everybody for the opportunity.
What many of you may know, it's a millennial show, and these are my bosses, actually. And so when they brought me on board, I realized, like, I'm not a millennial, so I need more Botox and filler. But outside of that, they recruited some of their friends because they're child actors, but what they learned was from their father, who is a child actor on, go ahead.
Oh, Lord. In the heat of the night.
In the heat of the night. And so, these two came aboard and they brought their millennial friends. So we have millennials in front of the camera, behind the camera, the writing room. So they're doing the casting and everything. So there's 20-something-year-old people writing about 20-something-year-old people, and they are a hit show coming right out the gate. So I'm very impressed by them.
And I'm going to keep it short because I know the music is playing, but I just wanted to thank, I know they're playing the music. And I forgot to thank before our producers, Bentley Cal Evans, my wife Sabina Cabay, who's at home, and my daughter Serenity, all the writers, the cast and the crew, and of course the Indie Series Awards for this great honor. And congratulations to all the nominees.
And now, to present our final award of the night, please welcome to the stage television legend, Michael Learned.
I left my apron at home. This is really a joy, a delight, and a privilege to be in this room with so much creativity and heart, because there sure ain't no money in it. And God love you. I want to see, it's such a tease too, because I want to see the rest of all these wonderful movies. But right now, I'm here to tell you who the winner of the Best Drama Series is after we see the nominees.
Chateau Laurier. Complicated. Kith and Kin. Studio City. Treading Yesterday.
Okay. You're all winners, you know that, don't you? The Indie Series Award goes to Studio City.
This is the second nomination and first win in this category for Studio City.
This is really amazing. Everybody trickling in here had a major, major role in bringing us to this moment. And I say that because we shot during COVID and everybody doubled as craft services or set medics or catering. Get up here, Jackie. I'm so excited to be here. Here's our editor. He's always last to leave. Poor guy. Wow. What can I say? Well, we wouldn't be here tonight with our amazing cast, our amazing crew, our writers. It really was a collaborative effort. We really enjoyed making this show, and we hope that we can bring you season 2. 3. director, Timothy Woodward Jr.
Hello. She's a little nervous. It's all good. Anyways, so I'd like to thank everybody. Look, you guys are all making content. You're doing your thing. Give yourself a round of applause just for being here. I'd like to thank Sean. You know, he brought me on this show. He came to me and said, look, I've got an idea, and here's a pilot I wrote, and would you do it? And I think we were in production about a month later. I said, yeah, let's jump on and let's make it happen. And Michelle for putting up with my madness all the time, because I come to her and say, hey, you know, we're going to change the location tomorrow. It shoots at 8 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock at night, and she's literally on the phone putting up with me. She's the set mom, so let's give a round of applause to her. And then, you know, our cinematographer Eloy, he left, but mad thanks to him. Our editor Fadi, who literally spent months with me, letting me drive him crazy and cutting, and the music is playing. And then to Natalie, who stayed up, you know, talking to me and listening to all my craziness at all times of night, and just supporting me. And everybody here, thank you guys so much. We appreciate it. And to our incredible, hold on one second, I'm not going to get off, so it doesn't matter. You can keep playing the music. It's all good. Because you know what? All of us here wait how long? Oh! I can talk really loud, though. Our cast, give it up to our cast. You guys killed it. You crushed it all the way across the board. Thank you, guys.
One last thing, if you haven't watched Studio City, please give it a chance. It's on Amazon Prime, and it's going to be coming to other platforms, and it really is the little show that could, and we know you guys are going to really love it. Thank you.
Get the hell off. We're at the end of this thing. Okay, I want to thank you all for coming. But first, Paul Nigro and Emma DeMurgian, where are you? We come out without them. This would have been thankless too. Emma, where are you? They were thankless. They're wonderful for being here
Could
right
have done
this
those without
morning.
you.
I love you, my darling. Thank you. Anyway, thank you for joining us for the 13th annual Indie Series. And there's something going to happen. It's so exciting, but I can't tell you. Okay, so, and now, if you want an award, we would love for you to please come up on stage as soon as I get my butt off, so that we can take a group shot, okay? Now, there was something else I was supposed to say, and I haven't the foggiest idea what it was, but I know that. Stop it. I can see that it's printed there. No, Susan gave me a note. Donnie, you weren't there. Stop it. Leave me alone. You've been drinking too much already. Anyway, my darling, so we can all go drink what she's been drinking, and I've been in the back room having, and I don't remember what Susan said, but please, if you want an award, we would love you to please come up on stage, because we're going to take a group photo. And then the after party, where we can all have, again, what she's been having, is at the place called Over Under. It's just like out the door, down the block, and over there. So you can leave your car here, or if you're Uber, that's where your Uber is going to get you later, or if you have a driver, you can do that too.
I'm not driving her.
So everyone, thank you again. I love you for saving my ass as always. Emma, you were darling. She's available for hire, as we all are. Anyway, if you have an award you won tonight, please start coming up onto the stage now. Thank you, guys. It's been a wonderful evening. Congratulations to everyone.
There are extra program books outside. That is what Patrika meant to say as well. Grab some on your way out if you want to take those with you. Thank you. Thank you.